Good evening, everyone.
Oh, hello, everybody.
Welcome to day 2 of the challenge, how to fast track your life's purpose through plant medicine and mindset training. We're happy to be with you guys tonight. It was a wonderful session yesterday. We rolled with the punches. Today, we have less punches to roll with. We're going straight here from Zoom as we generally do. And we got a lot of great stuff for you today. And we're going to be going at accelerated pace, just like we want to fast track our life's purpose. We're going to fast track it tonight and get into mindset, get into manifestation, get into energy, give everyone some action steps to take from here and that they can incorporate into their lives so they can begin to fast track their lives with mindset training. Because you can have a plant medicine experience. Some of you already have, some of you are even maybe microdosing in your life, and that's a powerful way to continue that practice. Something that is sub-perceptual. We're not going in deep all the time, but it's just enough to really start to rewire our neural pathways and create a new brain chemistry. And from there, it gives us an opportunity to be able to utilize all of these techniques that we're talking about with mindset training, because we are creating new neural pathways. So we're going to go over all of that. And we're also going to give you like I said, some action steps that you could take in and then decide what's next for you. What are you launching into? What is your life's purpose? What have you discovered from yesterday? And if you're just coming on today and you weren't able to do yesterday's assignments and challenge, that's fine. You could listen to it on the playback, which will be in the group, and everything there as far as PDFs and everything that you'll need is going to be available to you. So don't feel like you missed out if you are just coming on today. And if you are here from yesterday, hey, welcome back. This is awesome. This is going to be a great way to jump on with everything else that you're doing and launch into the next phase of your, chat is disabled. I got you.
Okay. Thank you, Christian.
Thank you, Christian, brother. So get everybody in that space of saying, hey, what's next? What are we up to in our lives? And starting to launch from that space. So give me one moment. Get everybody in here.
Yeah, I wanted to remind everybody that our life's purpose is ever unfolding, right? So I mentioned this yesterday, but it's fine wherever you are, whatever you've written down, whatever you've come up with, it's all good. And you can always go back and fine tune and reorganize. And as you get deeper and deeper into that alignment with your soul, with your spirit, you're going to discover other facets of why you're here and what you're here to do. And so you can always go back with all of the work that you're doing, everything that you've created so far. You can always go back and fine tune that, and you'll want to, because like I said, the deeper aligned you are with your soul and your spirit, more things are going to come up. Next levels of your life will unfold. So with that being said, let's dive in.
Yeah. So be on the edge of your seat, get out your pens and paper or your journal and get ready to take any notes that you might have. Again, everything that you will go over will be recorded, but it's always good to write things down. It's a new part of the brain, a different part of the brain that we engage with. So let's sit on the edge of our seats, be ready to launch in. And here we go with day 2. Day 2 challenge, how to fast track your life's purpose through plant medicine and mindset training. Okay. So yesterday, we went over the 3 steps to fast track your life's purpose, right? Sacred mission, we went into deep yesterday. We went over what it was that you're really great at, what is being called forth. As we always say, what is seeking to be transformed, what is seeking to be healed, what is seeking to be birthed from within. These are all spaces that we were looking at for the sacred mission, which gives us an indication of what we are stepping into. So we want to get really related to that. With the sacred mission, we went over a lot of plant medicine activation. We set everybody up with what our story was. We shared everybody what we're going to be doing next with Peru. And we're also opening people up to, as we mentioned yesterday, what the possibility of what plants are showing scientifically to be able to rewire the brain because of the neuroplasticity within the brain. With these plants are able to have us create new neural pathways. And from there, we go into mind line and allow that to be synthesized on a daily basis, to have action steps, to have a crystal clear awareness. Yesterday, we did our true north, but today we're going to put things into practice so that we stay on that path. It's not enough to just know your true north. We need to have actions in place so that we can be in action towards that true north. So that's what we're going to go over today with the mind line.
Yeah. And, I wanted to mention too to everybody, because I didn't mention this yesterday, or we didn't mention this yesterday, that if you are seeking a plant medicine experience, we shared that we're going to be going to Peru in June. But we also do things on an individual basis too. We also do one-on-one ceremonies with people, and with the intention of aligning with your purpose. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can direct message us as well. But I just wanted to put that out there because not everybody knows that we do that.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so subconscious mind. Today's science says 95% of our actions stem from our subconscious mind, meaning that the majority of the decisions we make, the actions we take, and the emotions and behaviors depend on the 95% of brain activity that lies beyond conscious awareness. So yes, there might be things that we say, oh, I want to do this or I want to do that within the 5% of the conscious mind, but what is really acting behind the scenes is our subconscious mind. So within Thrive, and what happens with the plant medicine is that we get beyond the conscious mind and go into that subconscious realm in order to rewire, rework, and get into a new space and a new state so that we can create what it is that we're living into. Okay, so when we're talking about reprogramming your subconscious mind, it's repetition plus resonance equals the reprogram. So repetition is simple. We are putting in the reps every day. Like we said before, this is a gym for your spirit. This is a gym for your mind. This is a gym for your soul, a gym for your emotions. Just like people go to the gym for their physical body, they're putting in the reps, they're getting in there and they say that I want to be healthy, I want to be strong. This is the same thing that we do within Thrive and what we're sharing right here. You have to do this repetitiously so that it becomes automatic. So the more that we do this work, the more that we do it repetitiously, the more that it just becomes a way of being for us, a new habitual way of being, a new practice. So that repetition that we're doing paired with resonance. And yesterday we went over a lot: resonance, energy, frequency, vibration. What is our energy? And if you look around your house, look around your life, whatever you have attracted, whatever you're experiencing, that's the resonance that you're a part of. Okay. That is something that we could look at as saying, oh man, I don't know. These are some things that I'm attracting. Yes. Gives you reclaim your strength. Nothing is happening by chance. Everything is happening by design, even the things that are the most challenging for us. And I always tell the story about my mother who passed away a couple of years ago. She was going through Alzheimer's. She forgot who we were. She couldn't remember my name anymore, but we were still taking care of her. And so when we were taking care of her, there were certain things that were so challenging and difficult, and tears were shed, of course. As we said yesterday, the pain comes, but the suffering is optional. So as these things were coming up and we were taking care of my mom and doing things for my mom that I would have never thought that I would have to do with my mom, bathing her, cleaning her, things of that nature. There was an opportunity that arose that if I wouldn't have been in a space of saying everything is always happening for me, the universe has my back, I know that my life is for a purpose. In those moments, I would have broke down and it would have been very challenging and difficult. And many people go through that, especially when it's a loved one that they're losing. But with my mom, when I had that opportunity to be with her and I'm bathing her, and there was a time when she soiled herself and I had to put her in the bath and all this, you can just imagine how tough that was to bathe my mom. But in that moment, as I was bathing my mother, there was a space that opened up, a heart space that opened up, a caring that opened up from me to my mother, where I could actually be the parent for my mother in that moment, where I actually saw her as this small child in the bath, completely vulnerable. And when I was able to do that, there was a space and a connection between myself and my mom that would have never happened, would never occurred unless this opportunity was given to me for her to be in that state, for her to soil herself and for me to be bathing her. That opportunity arose out of that part that was very, very challenging. But like we said, everything happens for a reason. I am so blessed that I had that opportunity. I'm so blessed that before she passed, I was able to have that connection with my mother that was deeper than it met possibly any other connection that I can ever remember having with her. So I share that story because the universe is always working out for you. No matter what is coming up, the universe always has your back. And when we are in that resonance, when we have that perspective that no matter what is coming into our space, that there's always a gift, there's always a lesson, that there's always something that we're going to gain from it, then we embrace that and we say, thank you. Now, when we're going through it, that doesn't mean it's going to be easy. It's many times it's not easy, but it is simple to reprogram, to say, I'm going to be focusing on the good. It's not always easy, but it is simple. You make the choice for gratitude. You make the choice to be connected. You make the choice to be in light, in love, in connection, in freedom. And that's what we're doing here. Repetition mixed with the resonance of that love, joy, fulfillment, freedom, connection. That is where it equals reprogramming that beautiful brain of yours.
Yeah. And what this has to do with your sacred mission and your life's purpose is because you have to get your mind aligned with the frequency and the resonance and the idea of your life's purpose, your sacred mission, what you're up to. Because so often we get stuck in the mindset of, I can't do it, it's too big, I'm not enough, whatever the running story is around what part of your life's purpose you haven't manifested yet. It all comes back to how we're blocking ourselves from actualizing what we came down here to do. So we really have to work at getting aligned with what we're up to in our lives as if it is happening right here, right now. And so that's why we had you do the sacred mission and do those components of the sacred mission, your purpose, your manifested life, and a goal, because we want to get your mind aligned with those components. And when you do that, when you're in that frequency, in that resonance, and you remain repeating that and remain repetitiously reprogramming what you're up to, life starts to show up completely differently. Everything that you're desiring, everything that you want to manifest, everything that's really in alignment with your spirit begins to unfold right before your eyes. And we know that this works because we've done it and we continue to do it. So we'll keep going here.
So mind the line, unplug and reprogram. So there's old beliefs and old paradigms, and then there's new beliefs and new paradigms. You see the old beliefs and the old paradigms, there's anxiousness, there's depression, there's feeling like you're not enough, there's all that stuff. There's a small self. We understand, we know that. We even bump up against that, right? Old paradigms and beliefs. But what we always refocus on through our conscious awareness and through what we call the AAA process of being able to become aware of when you are in the old belief, acknowledge that old belief is there, and then you take action towards what it is that you want in your life. Now, old beliefs and old paradigms will pop up from time to time, but wait, when you are just you being here says that you're ready to be able to live into the new beliefs and new paradigms. Just by you being here is showing, hey, I'm aware when I have an old belief or an old paradigm, and I'm ready to transform that. So that's what we want to look at. We're going to unplug and reprogram to start living into those new beliefs. So what does that look like? So old beliefs and old paradigms: fear, scarcity, lack, money monk mentality, disempowerment, not enoughness, separate. I know you can relate to that. That's the old belief, your old paradigm. You look out into the world, you'll see a lot of that. You look around your family structures or some of even your friends, you'll see a lot of that. But what we're living into now is a new belief and new paradigm. This is the ascension process for humanity. And the more that we do this, the 100th monkey theory is that the more of us that start to live into this new paradigm and new belief structure, the more that everyone starts to turn on. So we live in gratitude, we live in abundance, we live in positive energy, encouragement, courage, empowerment, trust, connection, freedom. That's the energy, that's the resonance, that's the repetition of what we're living into. And that's when we start to reprogram the mind. Okay. So what we want you to do is list your old disempowering beliefs, get your pen and paper out, and your new empowering beliefs, right?
Yeah. And I want to say, to relate this to your sacred mission, what I want you guys to do is I want you to really think about your, whatever you've come up with so far as your sacred mission, as far as your life's purpose, as far as your manifested life, your empowering goal. Okay. Think about that. Think about living into your life's purpose. Think about living into your sacred mission. Think about manifesting the things that are really important to you. And then feel into it and get real. Get real. Because there's a reason why those things haven't unfolded yet or manifested yet. And it comes down to our belief system and what's going on internally. Okay, so I want you to get really related to what it is that you're up to creating, your life's purpose, your soul's mission, and then really get real about what is the story that you have been telling yourself about that. What is the disempowering belief around that? Maybe that it's just hard. It's too hard. Or how am I going to do this? I'm not enough. I don't have the skills. Whatever the story is, there's something in there. I guarantee we all have a version of it. Okay. So really get real about what you've been telling yourself about yourself in regards to your life's purpose. Okay. And you're going to write down the old disempowering belief. And then you're going to write down your new empowering belief. Okay. And usually the new empowering belief is just the opposite of the disempowering belief, right? Okay.
So again, you'll have some of that. We'll put the PDF up for you to write those out. But we want you to write at least 5. Okay. And you could do that after the class, after today, after the challenge. But we want you to get related to what those are for you so that when they pop up, they're not something that's scary. You start to create a new either affirmation or affirmation that's in alignment with what you're up to creating.
And I have a feeling that something's coming up for you right now. So whatever's coming up for you right now, just jot it down. Yeah. So, I just, when we're in this kind of energy, stuff starts to come kind of rapidly. So write down whatever's coming up for you right now, and then you can complete it later on.
Okay. So the basic idea is new thoughts create new feelings, new beliefs. New feelings create new beliefs create new actions and new results. When we practice new thoughts, those new thoughts repeated over and over again, repetitiously, evoke new feelings. Those new feelings impressed upon the subconscious mind create and cultivate new beliefs. Those new beliefs create new actions aligned with those beliefs, and those new actions lead to a set of new results. This is not rocket science. This is simple. The more that we are in that repetitiously creating new thoughts, we create that new feeling, that new vibration, that new energy. That new energy creates those new beliefs. And obviously, when we have new beliefs, we're going to have new actions. Because if we continue to do the same thing that we've always done, we're going to get the same thing that we've always gotten. We know that. Everybody is the same in that. No human is outside of that. You do the same thing, you get the same results. You have the same energy, you're going to get the same results. What we're doing is creating a new energy, a new repetitious habit, a new way of being that will create new beliefs, new actions, and ultimately new results, because that's what we're up to. It's creating new results and living into our life's purpose. So here's some actions that we're going to take. Okay. And we're also going to put this in the Facebook group. So don't worry, you'll have all of this. But this is the 3-3-2-1 process that we want everybody to practice for the next 21 days. This is part of the challenge. This is how you will start to reprogram yourself. Trust us, we did it. So that's why we know it works. And when we started to do this work, we're like, whoa, yes, the energy is shifting every day, multiple times a day. You can't help but have new beliefs. You can't help but have new actions. You can't help but have new results. So the 3 reprogramming exercises 3 times a day for 21 days. 3 mindset training exercises are mirror work. Say your 5 empowering beliefs out loud daily, the 5 that you just did. You're going to say them out loud daily in the mirror. Okay. 2, record yourself saying 5 new empowering beliefs with inspirational music and listen to that daily. And 3, write your new empowering beliefs one time each per day. This can take less than 10 minutes. It could be 5 minutes. But I know that when you do it more, you're going to want to do it more because it feels so good. And the truth is, and the secret is, the more that it feels good, the more that we are in that resonance of what it is that we were looking to create, rather than an old disempowering belief. We're in a new empowering belief paradigm, belief structure. And then when we do that, then we start to live into our life's purpose, which is ultimately transformation, healing, and what's seeking to be birthed from within. And so we're going to do that 3 times per day. You're going to set your notifications and alarm on your phone. This is how we stay disciplined. Okay. The only thing that's keeping you from being able to actualize your life's purpose is discipline. If you don't do the work, you will not get to that other side, period. But if you do the work, you will conjure a new energy, guaranteed. And when you conjure that new energy by doing this thing repetitiously and setting your alarm, this is your discipline. This is your challenge for some of you, to dig into your phone and set an alarm the first thing in the morning, in the middle of the day, and in the evening. Set your alarm and do these things. It takes less than 5 minutes. If you can't give yourself 5 minutes 3 times a day, and something is really out of balance. But what we want to tell you is that you know you can. And the only thing keeping you from doing it is an old belief, an old paradigm, and a level of discipline that we're stepping into that is going to serve you for the rest of your life.
Yeah. And so I want you guys to do this with your disempowering beliefs and or
New empowering beliefs. Is that what you mean?
did I say disempowering?
Yeah.
Your new empowering beliefs.
Yeah.
Reframe.
Yeah.
Your new empowering beliefs and or your sacred mission. Okay. So you can do one or the other, or you can do both. But I love to take this 3-3-2-1, 3-3-21 process and use all of this, everything that you wrote out for your sacred mission, and do that 3 times per day. Record yourself saying your sacred mission out loud with inspirational music, and listen to that daily, because that is going to start to reprogram your subconscious mind. You're going to get into alignment with your sacred mission. So it's really powerful work to do with your disempowering beliefs and also your sacred mission.
Yeah. So, and you may feel as you're doing, you're like, oh my God, this seems crazy. I did. When I was doing it at first, I was like, oh man, I feel like I'm crazy. I'm saying these things out loud. Our neighbors were hearing us. I was like, oh my God, our neighbors think we're crazy. Who cares? Who cares? Do it in your car, where it's just or do it somewhere where no one's going to hear you, but just do it. I promise you, when you start to do it more often, it just becomes automatic, and you're going to feel into that beautiful experience.
It does. Okay.
Well, I'm just saying that we've provided this for you to be able to track yourself. Made it really super simple. Like you say, man, I go to the gym, I'm doing these workouts. I cross off every time I go to the gym, or I'm on this new diet and I check this out. Same thing. We're doing the exact same thing. Gym for the mind, gym for the soul, gym for your spirit, gym for your emotional state. I promise you, you do this over every day for the next 21 days, you are going to be able to see something that you've never experienced before. It's going to be incredible.
It really does work, you guys. I'll just tell you a quick little story. So I was working at a job. I had a career that just started to feel like it was out of alignment. I wasn't, and then nothing in my life felt good because I was off. I wasn't aligned anymore with my purpose. And then I had the plant medicine experience. I was shown, okay, this is what you're up to. And I went, part of it was like, oh yes, okay, that feels really good. But the other part of me is like, how am I ever going to do this? This just, I'm not used to stepping into this realm. This is, I knew my old career. I didn't know this new part of my life, and putting this practice every day into practice, everything shifts. Like it really, like, things just start to show up. People start to show up. Opportunities start to show up. It really does work because you're reprogramming and you're shifting. And then before you know it, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm actually like living into my purpose, and things feel really, really good.
Yeah. So like it says there, practice, repetition, and discipline are the keys to manifesting everything you desire. It's the truth. Practice, putting in the reps, repetition, and discipline are the keys to manifesting everything you desire when you practice in the right way. So again, repetition and resonance equals reprogram. We just share some of these beautiful people who we've been able to work with. Deb is wonderful. She says, I want to thank you. You gave me the starting point and the tools to work with. I wouldn't be where I am or as far as I am if I didn't do the program with you guys. My healing and mediumship business have taken off. I'm very excited and busy. It's grown so organically with outcomes never expected. So thank you. The word of mouth is incredible. I've got new clients starting every week. And this is someone who was already successful in and of herself as in her other career, her prior career. But then she took this on. We worked with her within Thrive, and we got her to start taking on these new ways of being. And she's just rocket ship. She's amazing, just like all of you are amazing. But we have to put in the reps. We have to be conscious. We have to be diligent. And then we start to live into that. Mean is another one. I was at a crossroads and I was living unconsciously, living my life. Then they helped me to look at my paradigms and taught me how to rewrite my story. They taught me how to reset my mind, and they helped me wake up. Now I am the answer. I see my spirit. I have it all. I see the being I was born to be. Again, Mina is incredible. She has a chain of hotels that she runs. So again, spiritual minded professionals, conscious entrepreneurs. Those are the people who we absolutely love to work with. And this is another example of it. You check the boxes. Everybody says, hey, you're successful. You're rocking it. Yes. But you know within if there's something that is amiss or something that you're still desiring to transform, heal, something seeking to work to be birthed from within, and an impact that you want to make. It's different than the impact you're already making. It doesn't mean that anything's wrong. It means that something within is seeking to be birthed. And that's where we activate. Mika and I, this is one of our specialties, is activating people many times who are already very successful. And those individuals who are already successful, they have the best opportunity because we know they're action takers. So these are a couple of people who we've worked with, and there's many other testimonies that we could share with you. But we want to take you into the manifestation activation. How do we start to get into the energetics of this manifestation, right? So Tesla, one of the greatest minds that we've ever known, he said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And we would also say resonance, right? So we want to get into that. Energy, frequency, and vibration are the thing that we're looking to create. This is where we connect to the quantum realm in order to manifest your life's purpose and turn your spiritual gifts into gold. So everything that has or is or will ever be is in that quantum realm in the block universe, as Einstein said. We are, through our resonance, aligning with it. When we align with that energetically, emotionally, we feel it, our resonance is there, we start to bring that into the third dimension. But the truth is, you don't have to wait for the Lamborghini or the new career or the relationship of your dream or your health or wellness. Through our mind, we align with the feeling of what it is that we're seeking to experience. So if you want to have all of those things, like we said yesterday, it's never about the thing. We've had many things. We've had many things that we brought into our lives, but it's always about the emotion that you're going to experience as a result of that. And it's going to be love. It's going to be joy. It's going to be connection. It's going to be freedom. It's going to be peace. It's going to be ease, peace of mind. These are the things that you're really going after, truly, as a result of you going into your life's purpose. So that's the frequency that we're going to get ourselves into. So we're going to use the empowered futuring system, manifesting your ultimate life's purpose experience now through the power of your mind and your energy, your frequency, and your vibration. Okay. And the way that we do this is through a 6-step manifestation formula to align with your sacred mission. Okay. Or your life's purpose. Okay. The empowered futuring system is that we're setting out into the universe. What is our future way of being? You're sitting here in this reality, but all of the realities exist. But you, at the same time, we use the faculties of our imagination to align with that way of being that we want to manifest, that we're looking to create. And so the 6-step process is to, and this is something that all of you will have, don't worry, we're going to give this to everyone, but it's to decide what it is that you want. 2 is to envision
And
it.
just to
Oh,
decide, you've already decided, you've already created your sacred mission, right? So that decision has already been made. So you just have to like feel into or look at your sacred mission, your life's purpose, all of that. And there's the decision that you put forward.
Yeah. Do you want me to get Mengs?
Go ahead. I got it. I'll be back.
Hold on. Our dog is experiencing something at the front door here. So number 1, like Mika said, decide. 2 is to envision. We want to see it within our mind's eye. And we're going to practice it right here, right now. We're going to walk through. We're going to put on some music. We're going to envision that way of being. We're going to envision what you created as your sacred mission. We're going to envision something, even if you're a little hazy about your sacred mission, it's okay. We want to envision what it is that you want to experience. Then we're going to activate it. This is one of the most important parts, is the resonance, the activating it, the feeling of it. When we get into the energy, frequency, vibration of that thing, then we activate that and we feel it. Then after we feel it, what we're going to do is ask everyone to release that. And we release with trust. If we hold on and we say, well, I've done it, but where is it? Then we're not really trusting and we're not really releasing. We release it out to the universe, knowing that it has already been done. We trust in that way. Just like when plant medicine ceremonies, we trust, believe, have faith, surrender. It's the same way that we do our manifestation. We get into the energy and then we release it. When we allow the bridge of incidences, as Neville Goddard would talk about, a great manifestation master, to allow the universe to come to us, allow all of these beautiful things to align with us. So decide, envision, activate, release, allow, and repeat as you see fit, as many times as you would like. So we're going to go ahead and get into that frequency, into that vibration of what it is that you're looking to create. Okay.
Yeah. So if you have your sacred mission statement with you, if you completed it, you might want to just look at it really quickly, read it over, and really feel into it. And if you didn't complete it, that's okay. Just really think about, what is it that I am up to manifesting? What part of my life's purpose am I really up to shifting and stepping into? Okay. And you want to really get into the emotional state that goes along with it. Okay. You're envisioning it. You're in the emotional space of it. Is it joy? Is it ease? Is it peace? Is it excitement? What is it? How does that feel to have that part of your life's purpose actualized? Okay. Get into what it looks like, as detailed as you can get, using the faculties of your imagination and all your different ways of perceiving. So what does it look like? What does it sound like? What does it feel like? All of it. Okay, we're just going to really capture a scene, okay, a vision, and most importantly, a feeling of that already being done. It should feel good. It should really feel good to be and experience yourself living into your life's purpose. Okay, so we're going to play a little bit of music. You could close your eyes. We're just going to take a minute and feel into that using that manifestation process. Okay.
Woo.
All right. That always feels good.
Yes.
Always feels good.
Awesome.
Beautiful.
Oh, where did they go? Still no sound. Oh, you couldn't hear the music. Oh, I'm so sorry. Shoot. No music. Oh, sorry. Should we give him another round? We'll do 1 minute. We'll do 1 minute. I'm sorry that
Okay.
that
I wonder why it didn't though.
I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know. Let's try that again, guys.
Yay. Okay. Perfect.
All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Bring yourselves on back. Fantastic. That should and will always feel good going through that process. Decide, envision, activate. That's the most important. Release, allow, and repeat. We're going to put that in the Facebook group so everybody has it. And now we just for a moment from this space, what is the one action step that you will take to begin to launch into your life's purpose? Just one action.
Yeah. And what I love about the manifestation process is when you tap into the energy of what it is that you're up to already being done. So you're tapping into your life's purpose. You're in that energy, you're in that field, you're in that frequency, you're connected with spirit. And that's where inspiration comes from, right? And your spirit sees the bigger picture. So when you're in that space after you've done your manifestation work, just take a moment and tap in and ask yourself, what is one action step that I can take that is in alignment with fulfilling upon my life's purpose? And just take a minute, feel into it, and write it down. Because inspired action, it's the best action you can take. Your mind can tell you a million different things, but when you get that intuitive hit, that's your spirit talking, and it will always lead you in the right direction. So what is that action step for you? What's the one action step? And I'd love to hear what your action step is. If anyone wants to type their action step into the chat, please feel free to do that. I'd love to see what the inner guidance is. What is that one action step?
Yeah,
And it can be a small step. It could be a large action, but whatever's coming forward, just really take it to heart.
You're good. So like Miko was saying, taking action towards your sacred mission aligns you with your manifested life. It's not enough to think about it. When we take action, it starts to manifest here in this third dimension. That's what it's about, taking action. So what is that? So how to create unshakable leverage. You can know all the things, but there is a leverage point that has you actually acting. And Archimedes said, give me a place to stand and a lever long enough, I will move the world. We're looking to move each and every individual here into the next stage of their lives. And yes, you may have heard about some of these things before, but if you haven't taken action towards it, then there's something in the way. And that's why we want to get really related to what is that space that is keeping you from doing it, and then bring leverage to it. So what is your leverage? To have you be in action around the things that we said, to do the 21 days, to actually write things out, to do the manifestation. Is it your family? Is it your children? Is it your legacy? Is it the feeling like you want to get away from anxiety or diminish your anxiety or diminish the pain? Is it that you want to experience freedom, joy, self-worth? Is it that you want to get away from fear? You're done with the fear dominating your life. You want to hop into your purpose. Is it that you want to experience more abundance, want to have these incredible relationships? You want to experience peace of mind. You want to do something for the world. You want to do something for your community. What is your leverage? It's going to be pain or it's going to be pleasure. So we want to write those things down. What is your lever? What is your leverage? On the pain side, you're going to write, what is it costing you if you stay at your old job, stay stagnant, don't take action, don't actualize your life's purpose? And the easy way to look at this is if you're doing the same thing and everything was the same in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, what would you be experiencing as a part of pain? And then what do you gain? What do you receive when you create a new career? Live into your life's purpose, follow your intuition, dreams and desires, actually take action. What are all the things you get to gain? Is it the relationship? Is it the freedom? Is it the fun? Is it the love? Is it light? What is it for you? We want you to take time and write those things down, okay? Everyone's gonna have this. So you don't have to write them all down, but if there's anything that comes to the top of your head right now, beautiful, jot it down, okay? What is the pain? What's it gonna cost you? And what do you receive if you see yourself actualizing in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 9 months, a year, you've actualized it. You're starting to feel those things that you knew were possible. What do you get to experience? Okay. Now we talk a lot about foundation. You know, the foundation for when you wake up in the morning is going straight into gratitude, meditation, getting into a frequency and an energy that is in alignment with what you want to create. That is creating a foundation of rock solid. That castle is going to be there for another hundreds of more years, right? Because it's built on strength. It's built on rock solid. And when you build something on sand, it's easy for it to be diminished. If you're not doing things repetitiously, if you're not having these practices in place, if you're saying, oh yeah, I'll do that thing, when we have the leverage and we say, man, I don't want to experience this pain anymore. I want to experience this pleasure, you know, and pain can be a great motivator. So that's when we start to build on rock. We don't want to stay in an old paradigm and an old belief structure because that's sand. We want to build it on that strength. So we work to build that foundation, okay? So when we work with people, we ask always, what's next for you? What is next for your life? Are you implementing the things that we were talking about on the 2-day challenge today or over yesterday and today? Implementing the sacred mission? Did you write everything down? Did you start to look at how you can start to do the manifestation or do mindset work? Are you going to be printing out your 21-day sheet? Are you start to getting into the frequency and the vibration? What's next for you? And that's why we just want to get really related to it. What's next for you? Is it staying stuck, living in fear, scarcity mindset, lack mentality, same predictable results, no roadmap, no blueprint, flatlining, stagnant life? We know we've been there, okay? And some of these things will still pop up a thread from time to time even, but that's why we do the work in order for us to go to the green. for us to be in manifesting abundance, for us to be in using our spiritual gifts, for us to be in experiencing freedom. So what's next for you? Is it stepping up? Is it experiencing freedom? Is it using your spiritual gifts? Is it following your heart and intuition, launching into your life's purpose, feeling connected, receiving guidance, manifesting abundance? What is it for you? And what we've done over these last 2 days is going to move the needle for you. Guarantee when you do it, but you have to do it. And the way that you do it is through leverage. So you have to write those things down. What are my leverage points? What is it going to cost me if I don't take action? And what do I gain if I do? Even if you did nothing else and you just did all of the things that we did in the last 2 days, it's going to move the needle huge for you. But what we always share, and we always, there's some people on here that are already a part of Thrive, but we always open it up for people to say, listen, I see what's next for me, and I want to actually make an impact. Like we said, we work with spiritually minded professionals all the time. If you're a spiritually minded professional or conscious entrepreneur and you're seeking transformation and you're ready to make an impact, those are the people who are drawn to us, and those are the people who we love to help, right? We always offer a free life's purpose strategy session with us. Hopping on with Mika or myself, and in that Facebook group, you could just DM call to either Mika or myself. And we'll hop on and we'll see how we can start to move the needle for you specifically to get you going in the right direction. We absolutely love this work. And what we do in Thrive is just that. We're always in a space, in a resonance and a frequency of what's possible, not an old paradigm or belief structure that keeps us limited and small, not a scarcity mindset that doesn't show up in a container that we keep. We keep a container of gratitude. We can keep a container of abundance. We keep a container of love and light and connection. And so if that calls to you, then DM us, call to Mika or myself, and we'll hop on and we'll share with you, not only on that call, just for being on, we're going to give you an action step for sure to take, or a masterclass that we usually charge for, but we'll give it away for free as well. And if you say, hey, I really want to actually take the next step, then what we would do on that call is to share with you what we do in Thrive. Some of it is here in the last 2 days, but obviously it's a deep program. As we shared on day one, the 12 Spoke Life's Purpose wheel, we go into all those different sections. There's modules for each of them. There's all of the strategies, the mindset work. And of course, we offer plant medicine ceremonies as well. But this is number one, jumping on a call with us if you are called to take that next step. And then if you are called to say, wow, I want to see what plant medicine does for us. Is it possible that I experienced the same thing that Kaleo and Mika did, that I had this touch with the divine, that I have this transformation and it's healing, that Mama Ayahuasca speaks to me? It happens many, many times. And for those individuals who've never had a plant medicine experience, DM us and we'll share with you what that actually looks like, what it looks like to have a plant medicine experience. That doesn't mean you have to come. And even the call, if you hop on and you want to just get an action step, just to get a little boost, that's fine. We want to connect with our spiritually minded professionals and our conscious entrepreneurs.
Yeah, and another thing that we can do on the call as well, if because I know some of you have had plant medicine experiences, and one thing that I absolutely love to do is to really dive deep into what are the messages from the plants, because I feel like it's always guiding you into your life's purpose. They're always guiding you into your life's purpose. But sometimes it's not as cut and dry as it was for Kaleo and I. And so I feel like that's a big part of what we can help you to do as well, is to really kind of go through and suss out that plant medicine experience and really get more clarity around what the guidance is from what you've already experienced.
Yeah, beautiful. So that's the call. And this is the journey that we're taking to Peru in the summer for their winter solstice down there in the Southern Hemisphere. Okay, June 23rd through July 2nd. And it is absolutely incredible. We could share with you some of the testimonials. You'll see that on our website. But my goodness, the people that we work with are absolutely unreal healers, beautiful people, holy people who are able to really transform a whole room. And like it says, are you ready to experience a life-altering plant medicine journey inside of Machu Picchu, the sacred lands and temples, and experience a quantum leap in healing and transformation? This is what we're doing, and this is where we're going. We took a group there last year, and it was incredible. Okay. We call it a luxury shamanic retreat because we want people to feel comfort when they're there. So yeah, you'll have beautiful places, beautiful hotels, boutique hotels that we stay at. There's going to be a lot of music. These are a couple of the guides and shamans and medicine people that we work with, Wachana Martika. They are all heart. They're just beautiful. And I've sat with many medicine people. These are the top people, especially when you're talking about Wachuma. They bring music, they bring love, they bring light, they bring wisdom, decades old, generational medicine people who have thousands of years of that Quechua blood that they have within their bodies that they bring to the table. So this is a picture of us at Machu Picchu last year, Mika and I just having a beautiful time. We'll be going to this sacred site this year, having a plant medicine ceremony there at Ilha Tambo. Like I said, these are some of the other places. This is the day that we had at Wachuma when we were there. This is in Cusco. These are all the places that we'll be staying. This is in Urubamba, where we're going to be staying to have our plant medicine experience. And this is where we're going to be having our ayahuasca ceremony for 2 days. We'll be staying there for 3 days, but that's exactly the room where we'll be to have ayahuasca. Can you imagine? Anyone who's had ayahuasca, this is an incredible place. But if you haven't, even if you weren't doing ayahuasca, this would be an amazing place. And we bring up a shaman from the Amazon. He's an elder Shipibo chief who has just this incredible power about him that he comes with. So that's what we're going to be doing in Peru for us. Let me see here. I just wrote on paper. Beautiful. Highly recommend people to join the Thrive group. Oh, thank you. Gwen says, I highly recommend people to join the Thrive group. What an amazing group. Mika and Kaleo are the best. And to have been on the Peru trip with them and the family who are our guides was a journey of a lifetime. I cannot say enough. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I want to share that. Thank you, Gwen.
Thanks, Gwen.
Very, very.
Yeah. And Joey, who's also in Thrive, says, I totally second that. With all the love and light, my journey is will hopefully bring me to June in Peru.
Love for you to come with us, Joey.
Yeah, we love that. We love that, brother. So these are a couple of the things. Let me see. Do you want to? Okay. So these are a couple of the places that we're going. These are a couple of the people that we go with. You know, we had an incredible crew last year. We stayed in incredible places. It's comfortable and the food is unbelievable when you go. It's so good. It's all made right there. This is our ayahuasquero and his daughter, beautiful people who we sit with. These are some of the sites that we get to experience for the Inti Raymi festival, which is their solstice. So the sun is coming back out. All of the people from the surrounding villages come out with their traditional gear, traditional music. And this is what you get to be a part of. You get to be right here with them. And the guides are locals. So they get to take us to places that other people don't generally get to go. So it's just a powerful experience where you'll not only have plant medicine experiences, but you'll also get to be pampered from time to time if you wish. You have the music that goes along with it, of course, all the herbs and the magic that goes along with it. And these beautiful animals that we get to be a part of. They're so the alpacas and things like that. But this is everything that's involved that comes with it. 2 Wachuma ceremonies, 2 ayahuasca ceremonies, all inclusive. Everything from when you get off the plane is taken care of, all ground transportation, all food, everything. So we wanted to make it really comfortable for everybody and have everybody really have an adventure of a lifetime. That's what we're looking for, to have an experience of a lifetime that changes you, that transforms you, that heals you in these miraculous ways like the medicine does. And then we help you to be able to integrate that into your life. So that's what we do as well. Once we come back is that we work with you. It's all part of this. We work with you when you come back in order to manifest what it is that you're looking to live into, and using these mindset techniques in order to synthesize everything that you had at these plant medicine experiences, right? So day 1 is Cusco. We also have the Inti Raymi on day 2. We go into these sacred sites of Ilha Tambo. Then we go to Machu Picchu on day 4, which is absolutely beautiful. Day 5, we go to a botanical garden. It's really like paradise. You're in the Amazon, and go to a sacred waterfall. We go to visit the Wilku people who are the same that they've been for the last several hundred years. We get to be a part of their culture. And then we get to have our ayahuasca ceremonies in that beautiful place that we showed you. And then we get to integrate it at the Tipan Water Temple, which is absolutely incredible. So we share all of these incredible things, the details, the places. These are some of the places that we'll be staying. Absolutely gorgeous, absolutely wonderful. But at the end of the day, it's what we're looking for to have this transformation. And here we had the early bird price. It was until until February 28th. So that time has passed. But what we're doing for everybody who's on the call and anybody who's listening back on the playback, on the replay, that we're going to give you an additional few days in order to have that early bird. Now we have a certain amount of people who can come, and it's already half full and so we only have a certain amount of people that can actually be a part of it. The Malokas can only hold so many people. So we're already half full for the amount of people that we can have. So if you are interested, I would reach out to us and say Peru, DM us Peru, and we'll give you all the information. But this is what the early bird price, you save about almost $1,000 off of it by going with the early bird price. But we want to make it easy for individuals to say yes, because this is all inclusive. You have everything that you have for a 10-day, 9-night adventure and integration on top of it, and all the medicine. This is something that when people went last year, they're like, oh my God, I can't believe that you were able to do it for this price. But luckily, we were able to pair with some people who were able to make this happen, with Sean and Martika and their family. And we're able to still do it at that price, which is much less if you're talking about going on the adventures that we're going on. So again, for those individuals who are interested, we are having this Peru trip coming on in June through July. DM us with the word Peru. And when you get related to us on the call, you might say, oh, well, I'm going to have some other questions. We're more than happy to ask. So what's next for you? Is it going to be a free life purpose strategy session? Is it going to be a sacred plant medicine journey to Peru, or something else? Certainly a free life purpose strategy session. It's free, but we really want to work with people who are ready to take the next step, right? Our time is valuable. So is yours. So we don't do this lightly. We don't want people to say, oh, I'll take a free strategy session and, oh, I'm not going to show up on it. It doesn't work like that. We know we're working with high impact individuals. So when we have a free strategy session with a spiritually minded professional or a conscious entrepreneur, we want to connect to take things to the next level. And we're going to give you everything on that. Or if you're saying, hey, I really want to experience Peru, this have a mindset shift or a transformation or a healing or touch with the divine, then DM us Peru. But those are the two different things that we would say, hey, this is the way that you can continue to connect with Mika or myself. Anything in the Facebook group, you can go ahead and reach out. Everything that you've gotten here over the course of the last 2 days of the challenge, continue to do that. We offer this for free because we want you to excel. We want you to get the results. We want you to take your life to the next level because you are a light worker. You are a light warrior. So many people said that your healer is beautiful. Take what we share with you here because it's what moved the needle for us and had us take our lives to the next level. And you can too, even if you don't do a strategy session to go to Peru. Take on what we said right there. Do those things. But if you do want to be in the container and you are a spiritually minded professional, conscious entrepreneur, you're seeking that transformation, you're ready to make an impact, reach out to us, DM call or DM Peru. And we'll share with you how to take things to the next level. And Gwen and Joey, thank you so much for those beautiful ringing endorsements and testimonials right here on the call. That's really beautiful. Those are a couple of people who we work with in our container, who we honor. We love them. We love everybody in our container. We love everybody in the Thrive program. And it's something that we are building on together. So that's what we have. And this is the completion of day 2. We just want to say congratulations. Congratulations on everybody who was here and everybody who's listening on the playback. Day 2 completion is how to fast track your life's purpose through plant medicine and mindset training. This is your opportunity. Don't let it pass by. Take on those things in your life and actualize them. Manifest them. Take the actions towards them. Because what we know is if we do the same thing, we're going to get the same results. But when we do things that are different and we're ready to take that leap of faith, then everything in our life shifts. Everything around us shifts. Our relationships, our career, our life's purpose, and really who that individual is when we're standing in front of them in the mirror. Ultimately, that is the most important. Being with yourself and having unconditional love for yourself so that it radiates out to everyone else you touch. That's the promise. That's the possibility. So we just are thankful that you were all here. Mika, I'm sure you want to share something.
I just wanted to say that we're going to keep the Facebook group open for a little while. So just continue to share in the Facebook group. Continue to share in the Facebook group. Continue as you work through your sacred mission. Share it. We can give you feedback on it. Any questions that may come up along the way, please. You can ask questions in the Facebook group. This is a beautiful community of people, a really, really beautiful vibration came together in that Facebook group. So share yourself, share who you are, ask any questions at all. And we are giving away some prizes on Monday. So we'll go live from in the Facebook group. Fingers crossed that we don't have our technical difficulties like we had yesterday, but we'll share those prizes for people who have engaged and people who are sharing yourself and your work and us as well. So thank you guys so much for being here. It's been a beautiful couple of days, and I just look forward to everyone really actualizing your soul's mission. Why you're here. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Absolutely. Sending so much love, light, and aloha to everyone out there. Have a beautiful rest of your evening and beautiful Thursday. And just be kind to yourself. Be gentle to yourself. And know that the next level is always available by doing this work, by hopping into the energy, by connecting to your beautiful source self that is always available. Again, sending so much love, light, and aloha. Have a beautiful rest of your evening. Talk to you guys soon.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.